I feel like it's a good thing because it kind of gives everybody yeah, we've got to be the top dogs now because it's been a long time since Macon's been held at the top of the conference.
On sheer positional assets alone, Macon does indeed profile as a legitimate preseason Clarence Cannon Conference frontrunner. But that only hints at what makes this team potentially special. See also the Tigers' proven ability to deal with adversity last fall, changing coaches 4 weeks into the season and rebounding nicely down the stretch to finish at 7-5.
For a veteran-led team, we have 18, 19 seniors, so coming into this year, we've been working fast throughout the summer just because of how many people we've had showing up, and it makes everything go a lot quicker.
Enter now former Columbia Rockbridge boss Van Venata, who brings both proven coaching credentials and a day-one sense of stability that affords the Tigers a far fairer point A to this fall.
It's new for me, so that excitement's there, you know, so, and these kids, I think, have bought into what we're doing, but again, it goes back to we got to stay healthy, we got to keep moving forward, but I'm pretty fortunate with what I've inherited, but again, you know, we've got to get better and we've got to go to work now, and that's the key.
Yeah, it feels a lot better, you know, actually have like a set start point, and you know, we got a lot more numbers out here this year than we did last year starting off, so it's really nice just to start off with that.
Granted, Macon's eye-popping skill position talent has fueled this preseason hype train, but offensive line dependability might well be the team's truest outlier.
Well, the good thing is we're all in the same grade. We've grown up with each other. We got good connections. They just have good teamwork together.
Our O-line is really big, and now that they have experience, I trust them a lot. I trust them a lot for sure, but having that veteran line coming back, returning 4 out of the 5, makes it a ton easier.
They're getting things done, and I'll tell you what, Carson Gingrich, and you know, Hayden Burns, and you know, Greg Seibel stepped up. You know, Tanner Nelson, who plays baseball, came back out, has really filled in. You know, Pruitt has really filled in. So, you know, again, it's one of those things where, you know, we just got to keep the course, and we're going to keep progressing. We're way ahead of where we thought we'd be at this point, but now and a lot of that has to do with our offensive line.
With those blue-collar underpinnings up front, the sizzle factor here is provided by a returning quarterback who amassed over 3,000 all-purpose yards and 33 touchdowns a year ago.
Oh, sure, yeah. I mean, Lanier's a heck of a player. I mean, he does a lot of things that sometimes there's things on the field you don't want him to do, but then there's things on the field that you're like, okay, great play, but let's try not to do that again. But that's one of those things where, you know, with his skill set and, you know, what he's good at, he's really throwing the ball well. But what he's doing is he's running our offense. He's able to, you know, pull it down when we can, but there's things we've got to work on to get him better. But yeah, I mean, with him leading the helm, it's tough because, you know, you think you got pressure on him, he can pull it and get out of there. You know, he throws the ball well, like I said. He can throw short game, he throws the long game well.
And while Michael Lanier graduates his top receiving target in Christian Rietberg, the Tigers still project strength at wide receiver.
It's the fact that we're not the biggest unit that's going to be out there, but we'll be faster than any other. I mean, line-wise, we'll be faster than anybody else. We'll run harder than anybody else, and I mean, we've got some athletes at receivers, so.
Yeah, that's just, I think people look at the fact you lose Christian. That receiving group's pretty darn good still, isn't it?
I mean, we've still got 2 guys that are running 4.5s, so it's, I mean, pretty quick group out there.
And boast considerable mix and match danger with their newly accented ground game.
With Maurice Magruder and Mickey Marty coming in, I mean, they're 2 power backs. They're just pounding the football. And, you know, our wide receiver core, yeah, I'd love to have Christian back too, great player. But, you know, Landon Cole, Brian Carpenter have really stepped up, guys that were here last year. And then, you know, guys like Caleb Rieger, who came out from basketball, Jace Terry, Gage Lorenzo, Gage Lewis. I mean, these guys are all stepping up and really filling spots. But, yeah, I mean, offensively, it's nice because you as a defensive-minded coach, it's going to be tough because we have a lot of weapons. If you're not careful, you know, we're going to catch you when if you're trying to, you know, scheme one or the other.
Moreover, Van Venetta's stock and trade is defense, and he's tasked now with improving a group that gave up 29 points per game last fall. To that end, the returning Gage Lewis should help him better set his chessboard.
Gage Lewis is a huge part. We had scrimmage Friday, played well, rated highest, I thought at linebackers, but all of our linebackers honestly are playing really, really well. We've got a combination of about really 6-7 guys that we can rotate in there and not really lose a beat, and that's huge. Secondary, a lot of guys going both ways, but that's where we're filling some depth, but they're flying around, and I'm happy with where we're at with defense, but again, time will only tell.